Hello, Anna, are you there? It's been so long since we last spoke to each other. I was just wanting to talk to you about something before I get super busy over here. I was wondering if you had received my wedding invitation yet. The mail delivery service can be so incredibly slow, but I'm sure you have it. I've been waiting for your reply. Wow, I never thought that I would ever get an invitation from you in my entire lifetime, Laura. I really don't intend on replying to your invitation at all. We're hardly friends anymore. Wait, hold on a minute. Why are you being like this? Are you seriously still angry about the things I did? All of that happened over 10 years ago now, Anna. I just don't get you, Anna. I thought that you would have been over it by now. You hold grudges for too long. I thought that maybe you would have forgiven me, but I guess not. I don't get you, Laura, considering that you were the one that told me you wanted to cut me out of your life if I couldn't get past what you did. You literally stole my boyfriend in high school. You turned around and said to me that I am such a crybaby just because I got close with your boyfriend and that you didn't want to be friends with me anymore. Do you really not remember what you said to me back then? You were even laughing the entire time you were telling me what you did, didn't you, Laura? Huh? What the heck are you even talking about? Do you really think that I said something like that to you? That's outrageous. I'm not that mean, surely. Don't deny what I'm trying to tell you. Even now, I remember everything you said so clearly. After that, I never spoke to you again for the rest of our high school days. After we did our exams and after we graduated, we all went our separate ways and our friendship completely ended. As it should have because of what you did. I can't believe you right now. You've got some guts to send me an invitation to your wedding. I really never thought that I'd hear from you ever again. Okay, look, hear me out, Anna, yeah? I'm really sorry for what happened back then. I should have known better, but come on now. We really need to move forward from this. If you think back, we were really great friends and we got along so well together. I really want to try and mend things with you since I did you wrong. Hang on a minute. Laura, did you just say what I think you said? You actually want to be friends again, even though you didn't want to be back then? I'm confused. What happened back in high school was just a stupid mistake that I did in my youth, and I'm sure I wasn't the only girl that stole their friend's boyfriend. I was just super jealous because you were dating that popular senior. What's his name? Cody, that's it. He was just gorgeous, and I was stupid for wanting him for myself. Just because you were his girlfriend for a while doesn't mean that us girls couldn't fawn over him. All the senior girls did, and that should have been accepted. I was obviously jealous of what you had, so I just snatched it away from you. But when I grew up, I realized that what I had done was something so incredibly stupid. Oh, really? Is that how you saw things in the end? Interesting. But first of all, you should be apologizing, not sending me an invitation. That's not normal, okay? But yeah, you were just thinking about yourself and your wedding. Why did you really send me an invitation, Laura? To rub everything in my face, huh? Oh, come on. Why are you being like this now? I don't know how to really start with trying to fix this friendship, okay? I was just scared to contact you out of the blue. I really didn't want to contact you in case you were going to ignore me and throw away the invitation that I sent. A wedding is supposed to be a happy occasion, yeah? I know how much you used to talk about getting married when we were younger. I thought that even you couldn't ignore my requests if I sent the invitation to you. Ah, okay, so you want to be friends with me again and that I come and be an extra person at your wedding, huh? Is that truly why you wanted to talk to me? Of course! Isn't it natural for me to send out an invitation to reach out to you because I want you back in my life? After all, you were my best friend until I stole Cody from you. We've been childhood friends ever since we were really small. Even when I became an adult, I knew that I could never have as good of a friend as you, Anna. I know that I was a little bit dumb back then when it came to how much our friendship truly meant, but I finally realized how important your friendship means to me. Laura, I don't know if I can be friends considering what happened, and I know I should be over it, but what you did is the opposite of what a friend should do. Look, I get it. I know I'm being a little selfish by trying to make up now. I understand why you feel like this, since I did some really terrible things to hurt you back then. You're right about you hurting me, that's for sure. I still can't forget the anger and sadness I felt during that time. I got so depressed about life and if anything was worth it. I was betrayed by my best friend, Laura. My childhood friend who I could trust and rely on betrayed me, and I was a very sensitive person, and I still take this seriously. I understand, but I don't want to just give up on this. Please, could you just reconsider being my friend again just one more time? I really miss hanging out with you, Anna. Anna, you're literally the only best friend that I have ever had in my life. I want you to be at my wedding as it's important to me, and I want to be congratulated on this accomplishment. Okay, well, you really have twisted my arm with this. I understand what you're saying. I just can't believe you want me there. But yes, I'd like to go to your wedding. Oh my God, are you actually being serious right now, Anna? You're actually going to accept the invitation that I sent you? I can't believe this is happening right now. Oh, pinch me. You actually want to come? Oh, this is fantastic. I am so excited that you're going to come and see me get married. You actually want to be friends with me again? Okay, so here's the thing. I really am not confident yet when it comes to making up with you, Laura. But you seem to be remorseful, which is good, so I'll give you another chance. I also can't let all those years of our friendship be wasted just because of what happened in high school. You were also an important person to me as well. I can't forget our fun memories. Wow, I can't believe this. It makes me so happy to hear that you're going to make the effort to come, Anna. I'll be waiting for you at the wedding venue. Please let me introduce you to the groom, and you're my precious childhood friend that I am so lucky to be able to make up with as an adult. This is going to be so much fun, Anna. Okay, well, I guess that we can do that. It'll be very interesting to attend your wedding and finally see who you're going to be marrying. I suppose I'll return the invitation RSVP later. Yes, please, don't take your sweet time getting it to me, though, since my wedding ceremony is happening really soon. Please send it back as fast as possible.
Hi there. You probably don't know me since I'm messaging you out of the blue. Is this Anna? Is this your phone number? I'm wondering if you're a friend of Laura's.
I'm sorry, but who the heck is this? I don't have your number at all, so how did you get mine? But yes, it's true that my name is Anna, and I'm Laura's friend.
Hello again. Let me introduce myself. I'm Todd, and I'm a friend of Laura's fiancé. You've been invited to their wedding, right? I heard that you're a childhood friend of Laura's.
Oh, really? Laura's actually spoken a bit about me already? I'm a little bit shocked to hear that, but yes, I've been invited to their wedding, about 2 weeks ago, in fact. I'm sorry, I'm just a bit confused as to what's going on here. So why are you messaging me exactly? Why would a friend of the groom message me?
So the reason why I've messaged you today is because I wanted to talk to you about their wedding for a bit, if that's okay with you. It's kind of important. You're the childhood friend of the bride. You've probably been asked to be the organizer of the wedding reception, correct? Actually, the groom has asked me to do the same.
Oh, the wedding reception. Of course, they'll have one after the wedding ceremony. I kind of forgot about that, but I'm sorry I haven't been asked to organize anything. But if you'd like me to, I can try and ask the bride about what's going on in terms of organizing the reception and things like that. I really had no idea about it, though.
Oh, no. There's really no need for you to go all that trouble to ask her that. It's okay since you didn't know about it in the first place. Basically, you don't want to help them out with it, yeah?
Huh? What do you mean by that? I don't think someone like me would be the right person to ask. Aren't they supposed to hire people to do this sort of thing, like an event planner?
Well, actually, the reason as to what's going on is that, well, there's going to be no one on the groom's side in attendance. From his family, I mean.
Wait a minute, what did you just say to me? Are you actually telling me that no one's coming for the groom's side of the family? Are you actually being serious right now?
Well, from what I've been told by the groom, he said that he wanted the bride's guests to know that. I'm sorry about putting this on you, but can you pass on the message to everyone?
I'm sorry, but what do you mean by that? How can the message be passed on when there's no guests from the groom's side? This is so odd, Todd.
Okay, so there was a little bit of trouble going on between the groom and the rest of us that he wanted to invite to the wedding. In the end, they suddenly decided not to attend. It was all happening so quickly, and then it got to the point that everyone canceled the invitation to the wedding at the very last minute, which is incredible.
But I don't get what happened for all of this to go that far. Like, it's an extreme reaction to have, so what the heck's going on here? What happened for people to do this?
Okay, here's the thing. The groom has been getting a bit... Well, he's quite a sloppy guy. I just found out that he owes money to almost all of his friends.
Hold on a minute there, Todd. Are you saying that he's in debt and he owes money to his own friends? You're kidding, right? This is some kind of sick joke?
Yeah, it's not great. And he's not intending on paying it back anytime soon. So all of his friends were super mad at him. He's also being really snobby as well. Keeps on telling me to get him a very generous gift for the upcoming wedding. But if he wants that, I said that you need to at least pay off the debt that you owe before the ceremony. He turned around and had the guts to tell me that all the debt should be forgiven, and everyone should be wishing him a happy marriage instead of hassling him.
But if he just says that sort of thing to everyone, isn't he just avoiding the truth? That he owes a lot of money and he definitely should be paying it back to them?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I was really annoyed by his behavior, and then I started asking his other friends, and they said the two lent him money, and it just kept going. It wasn't only just some of his friends that he was asking for money from. It was all of his friends, and he didn't seem to feel guilty in doing that to all of them.
I understand how they feel, though. If he's doing something like that and they're being treated in an insincere manner, I get why they wouldn't want to celebrate.
Yeah, that's why we all got together to talk about the situation when it comes to him not paying us back. It was better for us to decide to cancel even though it was last minute. But the problem we all got is just with the groom and nothing else. I wanted to tell the bride and groom so that I don't cause them any trouble. It might ruin their wedding day. I really hope that I won't go too far, but I'm afraid that hardly anyone's going to show up. So please be aware of what's going to happen, and just participate in the celebrations.
Oh, I see what's going on here. I guess that's why you wanted to get in contact with me. What a crazy situation. It's going to be super weird to handle. I can't believe this.
I know that it costs a lot for a woman to even attend a wedding. All the fees for hair, makeup, and the dress must build up. Men can just wear suits, so it's pretty easy. So I feel bad that we're causing unrelated people to waste hundreds of dollars on a person who hasn't paid them back. So what's the actual point in going?
Well, I don't think it would be a good idea to tell the bride about this. It would have been nice to let me know a little bit more in advance. She's going to be the one who suffers the most.
Okay, well about that. I've already told the bride what's been going on. She seems to have the same opinion as the groom, so it's hard to communicate about it.
Wait a minute, what did you just say? Are you actually telling me that Laura actually knows what's going on with the groom not paying back money to his friends? That's terrible.
Yeah, it's not great. At all. I asked the bride if she could tell him to pay it back, so that everyone can just move on. But I heard that he borrowed money from her as well. She said that if he's going to be a man, he needs to be treated like one, and she laughed. It made no sense to me. She doesn't seem to know what he's really like.
Oh my God, you've got to be kidding me right now. How can she be so stupid and take his side when he's just leaving everyone out of pocket? He's avoiding his responsibilities.
Yeah, it's ridiculous because it sounds like some people lent up to almost $10,000 to him and not paid it back. She didn't believe anything I said at all. I also said to both of them that if things are going to continue like this, I won't be attending. Then they turned around and insulted me and said I don't have the guts to ditch.
If that's the case, I understand why you're telling me this and why others aren't going to come to the wedding. Anyway, I'll tell all the friends that the bride knows about it.
Yeah, thank you for that. I'm really sorry that I've gotten you involved in this, Anna. But thank you so much for understanding, and I hope they don't treat you badly.
Hey, Laura, are you there? I've been trying to get a hold of you for the past few minutes now. For some weird reason, there's no seat for me at the ceremony. Could you please check with the staff about this? Oh, wait, you're actually here now? You know what, Anna? I am so sorry that it's come to this. You're no longer needed today, so you can go home now. Hold on a second. What on earth did you say to me? What do you mean that you don't need me today? You said that I was invited to your wedding, was I not? Well, there's no seat reserved for you at the ceremony. A woman who's no longer needed is just a nuisance and going to be in the way of everyone. Excuse me? What the heck are you doing here, Laura? I'm no longer needed? You're the one who invited me, remember? You wanted to make up, but you turned me away like this? What is your deal, Laura? To be honest, I just wanted to post about making up on social media, okay? So when I got a reply saying you would attend, I was already done with you. Your role is over. Are you kidding me right now? You literally used me to update your social media and get as many likes as possible on your post? I don't understand this at all, Laura. I don't expect you to understand, since you know nothing about social media. I've been putting a lot of effort into my profiles. Thanks to the post I did about us, I'm now an influencer with tens of thousands of followers. But recently, I've been running out of things to post, so I need to do something about that. So I had an idea. I thought it would be fun to post about how I made up with my childhood friend after years of feuding. As I expected, the post went viral. Everyone was commenting how brave I was to reach out to you, and they were all congratulating me. I really love all the praise I'm getting. And I also said that I was hoping for a chance to make amends. It was the other person's fault for fighting anyway, but I'm still great at forgiving and that sort of thing. And of course, since I'm good with words, I posted it and I started to get so many likes and comments. It's great. My ratings and followers have skyrocketed. So is this the whole reason why you sent me an invitation in the first place? So you're really telling me that you didn't want to make up with me at all? We're not friends? Wasn't I being obvious enough for you, Anna? You're so stupid to fall for that. To be honest, making amends with someone is actually kind of boring. Why should I make amends with some stupid loser like you when you held such a grudge over me for years, huh? I was never intending for us to still be friends. I really can't believe what you're saying right now. Do you know how stupid and awful you're being right now? How could you be so cruel and use me like this? Well, all you are, Anna, is a complete and utter loser who lost their man to me. On top of that, you're an idiot who still holds a grudge about something that happened in high school. You're a loser. How can you do something so horrible to someone who actually did used to be great friends with you until you did all these horrible things? You've twisted the whole story. I thought that you were actually sincerely sorry about what you did, and now you're turning around and doing this? But this has all been a huge lie, hasn't it? I guess you can call it that if you're going to overthink every single thing I said to you. You should have got my hints from the beginning, so please go home early, all right? I hate to say this, but there were no seats for losers from the very start. Only my real friends are invited to my wedding today, okay? We'll have lots of fun. But don't you see? I'm the one who came to the ceremony today. I think I'm literally the only person here that's actually trying to support you. Did you think about that? I'm sorry, but just hold on a minute there, Anna. What on earth are you even talking about? What do you mean that you're the only one at the venue? You're talking crap. Well, I've got no reason to lie to you about this, Laura. I'm telling you right now that you've got zero true friends. I was the only person on the bus for the attendees from the airport. As I expected, when I arrived at the wedding venue, none of your friends and none of the groom's friends were there. Like I said, you've got zero real friends. I think most of the guests decided not to come for some reason or another. It's kind of crazy that not a single guest thought it would be a good idea to RSVP to this wedding. Okay, now, hold on a minute. Are you seriously kidding me right now? Is this some kind of sick joke? There's actually no one sitting waiting for us in the wedding hall? Maybe you can start to think of why no one's actually here for you or the groom, Laura. The groom's friends had told him in advance that they decided they wouldn't be going. What? I didn't think they had the guts to do that. Did those stupid people really just cancel on us at the last minute? This is unbelievable. They have got some nerve. But how on earth do you know this? Yes, I even contacted the bride's guests about what was going on. I was so disappointed with the groom's lack of money that they decided to cancel. So I guess the wedding will be ruined, so you should be aware of that. But just continue with the wedding even though all the seats will be empty. Honestly, you two are the worst. Are you actually kidding me right now? How could you do this to me and my groom? So, you think it would be funny to tell my guests not to come? Hey, all I was doing was to reduce the trouble that would be caused because of this wedding. I wanted to minimize the damage caused by the cancellations. The groom's friends are actually very kind and considerate people, and they just want their money. Because of that, they decided to cancel at the last minute. How dare they do something like this to us? We have done so much for those stupid people, and they should be here. Ugh. This is so frustrating, and this is all your fault. Excuse me? How is any of this my fault? If all of this was going to get ruined by your attitude, there was no need for the guests to come to this anyway. That's what your friends were saying. Also, on top of that, your friend Laura also started saying the same thing. One person after another. In fact, they haven't received any money back from the bride either. What the heck are you even talking about? How could you seriously have known all of this was happening and not tell me? Are you getting back at me or something? Hey, I'm telling you now that I have no idea of any of this. Not only the groom, but you are also in a ton of debt, aren't you, Laura? In a way, you're the perfect couple. Whoa. Now, just hold on a minute there, Anna. I don't owe my friends that much money at all. Neither of us do. I literally borrowed some money just so I could buy some juice. It's really impossible to cancel at the last minute for something as small as that. I can't believe they would turn on me like this. How dare they do this without saying anything to me? Well, I can understand why they did, and I honestly think you're not telling the whole truth here. That one-time amount that you mentioned might not be a big deal in your eyes. But if you keep asking for money and it starts to build up over time and it turns into a decent amount of money that you owe, like you were back then, that kind of sneaky thing that you've been doing recently was something that you used to do back in the day when we used to hang out as teenagers. You haven't changed. You would borrow the bare minimum amount of money without being turned down and then not pay it back at all. You were being so stingy. I've been lending you money since we were kids. You have never paid me back for anything that I've paid for you, Laura. Have you forgotten that I've been calculating everything you've not paid me for since you broke off our friendship? I made a note of the amount that I lent to you, which came to a total of about $3,000. When we ended our friendship, did you know what I made you do? You scraped together all of the New Year's money that you earned from your family and all the pocket money that you earned and somehow paid me in full. Well, of course I remember doing that, but I only did that back then because I had no intention of making up with you ever again. Stop screwing things up for me. Once I'm gone, you'll do the same thing to another friend and so on until you end up with so much debt. This is the result, Laura. Even if it's not a huge amount each time, altogether you owe a considerate amount of money. But it's not something that would make people cancel their invitations to my own wedding day. It makes no sense. How dare they? This is definitely going too far. Well, it's up to the people who are being trampled to decide that, not me. It's not up to you to make them come. You decided to borrow money and never pay it back. Also, I think that you should ask the groom again about the amount of debt he's in so that you can all start giving back to the people who actually are very generous toward horrible people. I heard something from the groom's friend that the amount he owes all of his friends is a pretty big deal. You're both adults and you should know better than to use people like this. Wait, what are you talking about? But none of this makes any sense to me. He's only borrowed about $1,000 from each person, so I don't know why it's a big deal. You know what I'm going to do, Laura? I'll send you a memo summarizing everyone's bill now, and then you'll see how bad the situation is, Laura. You'll be shocked to hear it, I bet. You probably won't be able to have a wedding anyway, so take your time and discuss this with the groom, all right? It's just one invitation that you're impacting with your decision. I'll go home now. This has got to be the worst thing to ever happen to me. There's no way that he owes $50,000 to all of his friends, is there? He hid this all from me. You lied to me. You said that he owes about $1,000. This is so much more than that. How is this all possible? How does someone do this? Huh? What are you talking about? I thought the note said that the groom's debt was $30,000. How is it that he owes more than that? But, well, now you know. Well, that's not what my friends told me. I pressed him about it to see if there was anything else, and he completely confessed everything to me. He owes $20,000 to companies. Well, I should have known that he owed way more than just to his friends. He's being such an idiot when it comes to money and what he owes everyone. He can't get away with this. Well, it seems like your wedding isn't going to happen after all. He's going to have to stump up with the money sooner or later, and it better be sooner. This can't be happening to me. This is so not fair. What did I do to deserve this? I am supposed to be getting married, and everyone screwed me over. I hate this. Well, have you thought that maybe this is karma, considering you used me for your social media accounts? I'm not going to help you through any of this, Laura. You're on your own. You can't abandon me in this state. How could you do this to your own friend? I'm probably the only friend you've got, so you need to help me out here, all right? I'm not going to do anything like that, and I also have many friends that care about me more than you've ever showed me. You told me to leave, and, well, I don't want to help you out. Why would I help someone who uses people and doesn't give back their money? You're a terrible person, and I don't need your toxicity around anymore. Goodbye, Laura. Wait, no, don't leave me. Anna, please help me out. You have to help me get married. I need some money. Please don't do this to me. Don't abandon me. Help me, Anna. I'm sorry. On the day of the wedding, all the guests canceled at the last minute as the guests were owed money by the groom and wanted it back. The bride and groom's parents found out about their debts and the problems they were having with their friends. Now they've got no choice but to pay back all the money to the friends. In the presence of the parents, all the debts will be paid off at once to everyone. However, now the couple's savings are starting to run out. If that wasn't enough to deal with, the groom took on more debt apart from his friends. He also owed money to some credit card companies, and on top of that, the groom took out a multi-million-dollar bridal loan so that the wedding could happen. Unfortunately for Laura, because there was no joint loan done, she couldn't divorce him until things were all sorted. From the rumors that were going around town since this fiasco, the two of them have been steadily paying off their debts. By the way, after the bride and groom's friends went out drinking since they decided not to go to their wedding, several couples were born out of their meeting. Now that Anna has made friends with them, she's now looking forward to several weddings that'll actually go ahead in the future.
That's so mean, sis. Why didn't you invite me when you were introducing your fiancé to the family? I'm family too. I should have been there. What? I can't believe you did this to me. You know how important family events are.
Ashley, I wasn't obligated to invite you.
I wanted to meet your fiancé too. It's so unfair that you left me out like this.
You're acting like you have some right to meet him.
Of course I do. We grew up together.
Let me ask you something, Ashley. Why do you think you deserve to meet my fiancé?
Why are you being so cold? This isn't like you at all. Are you still bitter about what happened in high school? Is that why you won't introduce me to your fiancé? Come on, sis. How long are you going to hold on to that?
Excuse me?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. This is about the past, isn't it?
I have no idea what you're referring to.
You're still angry that I stole your boyfriend back then, aren't you? That was over 10 years ago in high school. It's so petty to exclude me just because of that.
I have every right to still be angry. Besides, that wasn't the only time you stole someone from me.
Oh, really? Wasn't it?
Don't play dumb with me, Ashley.
I honestly don't remember what you're talking about.
Every single time I got a boyfriend, you swooped in and stole him. The the senior in high school, my college boyfriend. Every time I started dating someone, you'd immediately make your move.
Now that you mention it, maybe that did happen. I'd completely forgotten about all that until now.
Are you kidding me?
Why are you getting so worked up? It's ancient history.
Ancient history that keeps repeating itself.
Well, I was going through my rebellious phase back then. I was just so annoyed with you. It was fun stealing your boyfriends. To be honest, I don't even remember what any of them looked like.
You're the worst.
You're being dramatic. It wasn't that serious.
Not serious? You deliberately went after every guy I dated.
You're the worst, sis. Still dragging up ancient history, excluding me like this. You really hurt my feelings.
I was the one who was hurt back then.
Come on, it made you stronger, didn't it?
That's not the point, and you know it.
You always take everything so seriously. Can't we just let the past be the past? It's all ancient history. You absolutely have to introduce me to your fiancé. Promise me, sis.
After everything you've done, you still expect me to trust you?
Of course! We're family.
Family doesn't do what you did.
You're being ridiculous. Just tell me about him.
No, and that's final.
Fine, be that way. But you can't keep him hidden forever.
Watch me.
You'll regret not introducing us properly, sis. Just remember that.
Matt, where are you? You should be at the wedding venue by now. Please don't tell me you overslept. The guests are starting to arrive. Matt, please respond.
Of course I'm awake. It's our big day after all.
Matt, thank goodness. I was worried when you weren't responding. Are you stuck in traffic? How long until you get to the venue? Should I send someone to pick you up?
I'm sorry, Emily. I can't come to the venue. I'm calling off the wedding today.
What? Please tell me you mistyped that. Matt, this isn't funny. If you're nervous, we can talk about it.
I've fallen for someone else. I can't marry you while I have feelings for her. We need to break up. I've already filed the marriage license with Ashley.
Ashley? Wait a minute, Matt. What are you talking about? Canceling the wedding? Marriage license with Ashley? How do you even know Ashley?
I know this must be shocking, but I've made my decision. I'm in love with Ashley. I love her. That's why I made her my wife.
That's exactly why I need you to explain more. Stop living in your romantic fantasy world, you absolute jerk!
Huh?
When did you even meet her? Please explain quickly. I'm trying so hard to stay calm right now. How did you two even end up getting married? I never even introduced Ashley to you.
Emily,
That's because I went to meet him myself.
What? Ashley, why are you messaging from Matt's phone?
And he turned out to be even more amazing than I imagined, so I stole him away. Sorry, sis. Looks like I stole another one of your boyfriends.
Ashley? So you two are together right now?
Yep, we've been together since last night, and we submitted our marriage license first thing this morning.
And it's already been processed?
Yep, we're officially newlyweds now.
This can't be. Why did you do this, Ashley? Why did you force your way into meeting Matt?
It's your fault for not introducing him to me. I begged you to introduce us.
What? I didn't introduce you because I didn't want to, and you ignored that and went to meet him anyway.
Actually, I heard through the grapevine that your fiancé works for a major corporation.
What? So that's what this is about.
So, I figured he must have a great salary and be a wonderful catch. When I realized you were trying so hard to hide him, it just made me more curious.
So you went to check him out and size him up.
And he turned out to be super hot. The rumors about him working for a big company were true, and he's so good looking. He'd be perfect to show off to everyone, so I stole him from you.
You really are the absolute worst. Why do you always have to steal everything important from me?
Because it's fun. That moment when something precious to you becomes obsessed with me instead. It gives me such a rush to feel superior to you.
You've always been like this. Always looking down on me. Always wanting to steal what's mine. Even trying to monopolize our parents' attention. Always crying and acting spoiled and selfish. I remember being left alone while our parents were busy doting on you.
Being the only one who's loved feels so good, and seeing your frustrated face.
Are you really going to marry Matt? Or is this just another game of stealing something from me?
Since I've gone this far, I might as well actually marry him. He works for a big company with a great salary, and the fact that he's your ex-fiancé makes it even better. He's literally my ideal husband.
I see. All right. Could you put him back on? I'd like to talk to him one last time.
Sure thing. Just a sec.
So yeah, that's how it is. Sorry about canceling right before the wedding, Emily. I was torn about it until the last minute. But to be honest, Ashley is totally my type and I couldn't give her up.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm used to it by now. All my ex-boyfriends that Ashley stole were the same way. She's always been bubbly and charming. Ashley's always been popular.
Man, I can't believe you had such a cute sister. When I first met her, I was shocked at how different you two look. Her appearance and personality are complete opposites of yours.
But she's always gone after the same things, and the same people I like.
It must be tough having such a cute sister. But since you're used to it, I guess you won't be too hurt. I fell in love with your sister, so I'm marrying her instead. Looking forward to us being brother-in-law and sister-in-law.
You think we're going to be in-laws? But I'm an only child.
Huh?
So you won't be my brother-in-law. And of course, I won't be your sister-in-law either. From this moment on, we're just strangers.
Wait, what are you talking about? Ashley's your sister, so as her husband, I'm your brother-in-law, right? It's pretty harsh to call us strangers.
What? Ashley isn't my sister. I've always been an only child. I don't have any sisters.
That can't be right. But Ashley, she calls you sis.
She calls me that because we grew up together. She's my cousin, but she used to stay at our house a lot when we were kids.
Your cousin? Ashley never mentioned being your cousin.
Of course she didn't. She's been lying to you this whole time.
No, there must be some mistake.
Yes, no mistake. Ashley is my cousin. She's my dad's younger sister's daughter. We're not sisters at all.
Really?
Want me to tell you more about your new bride's family?
What do you mean?
Well, my dad's sister, Ashley's mom, was quite a piece of work. Dad says she was always partying and jumping from guy to guy. That's why no one even knows who Ashley's father is.
What? Seriously?
Did Ashley never mention her mother to you?
She just said her mom wasn't around much. I assumed that she was talking about your mom too.
Even after having Ashley, she always put men first. My parents felt bad and took care of Ashley instead. Whenever Ashley's mom got a new boyfriend, she'd immediately move in with him. I think the longest Ashley stayed with us was about 2 years.
What? This can't be true.
Ask Ashley yourself if you don't believe me. So, of course we grew up like sisters. It was natural for Ashley to call me sis. But we're not actually sisters, so don't worry about me. Just be happy with Ashley.
Yeah, I'm still shocked by all of this, but whether you're sisters or cousins, it doesn't matter to me and Ashley.
Right. It doesn't matter at all. Take good care of Ashley from now on. Though I hear her mom is still chasing men, and there are rumors she's irresponsible with money and drowning in debt. But that's none of my business, so it's all on you now.
What? What rumors about debt?
I'm sure Ashley's mom will be thrilled about your marriage. Her daughter landing a husband who works at a big company with a great salary? I bet she'll really praise Ashley for this.
Hey, wait! What do you mean about the debt you just mentioned? That's just a rumor, right? There's a chance it doesn't exist, right?
You seem awfully concerned about the debt.
Of course I am!
You'll have to find out the truth yourself. Well, I need to go cancel the wedding. Bye. Oh, but could you pass one last message to Ashley? Tell her she's banned from our house from now on.
Emily, wait! What do you mean banned?
Exactly what it sounds like. Goodbye, Matt.
Hey sis, what's this about me being banned? Why can't I come to your house anymore?
You really have to ask?
Of course I do. We're family.
Isn't it obvious? You stole my fiancé. And right before the wedding that our parents were looking forward to. Mom and Dad are furious about how you betrayed their kindness.
But they can't ban me. I'm family. Furious? No way. I mean, yes, I stole your fiancé, but aren't I pretty much their daughter? We're sisters, right?
You can't be serious.
Of course I am. They raised me.
What?
They've always raised me like their real daughter. So why won't they celebrate my marriage? Sure, I stole him, but their precious daughter is getting married. That should be fine. Don't ban me. Be happy for my marriage.
Are you stupid? No matter how much they raised you like their own daughter, you're still someone else's child. You're my dad's sister's daughter, just a niece. You'll never be more important to them than I am.
You don't know that, but they're the only parents I have.
Then you shouldn't have stolen Matt from me. How could you do something that would hurt the people you consider parents?
They should understand. Love just happens.
Love doesn't just happen the day before someone's wedding.
So even if I have a wedding ceremony, Uncle Jack and Aunt Susie won't come?
Of course they won't.
But who will walk me down the aisle?
How should I know? Have your own mother at your wedding. Your mom should be thrilled about you and Matt's marriage.
Yeah, she was jumping for joy.
Typical of your mom to be excited instead of concerned that her daughter stole her brother's daughter's fiancé. She hasn't changed at all.
Don't talk about my mom like that.
Why not? It's the truth.
You're right. She's still the same terrible mother who only thinks about herself. That's why I can't even contact her anymore. She disappeared just like that.
What?
You heard me. She's gone.
What do you mean your mom disappeared? Did she run off with another boyfriend?
No, she dumped all her debt on me and disappeared. I have no idea where she is now.
She dumped her debt on you?
Mom, she'd always spend recklessly whenever she got a new boyfriend. The debt just kept piling up. She said, since you've got such a wonderful husband now, paying it back should be no problem. And then she just vanished.
When did this happen?
Right after she heard about the marriage.
Wow, I heard rumors about debt, but I can't believe she dumped it all on you and disappeared.
She's not even a real parent. Uncle and Aunt are my real parents, but they won't even celebrate my marriage. And now I'm banned from going back home.
You still don't get it, do you?
Get what?
You're delusional if you think this marriage deserves celebrating. And just so you know, I'm not the one who banned you. Dad did. Mom and Dad said they never want to see your face again.
No way! They can't mean that!
Well, be happy with Matt, and make sure you tell him about the debt soon. After all, married couples share everything.
Emily, please!
Goodbye, Ashley.
What should I do, Emily? Ashley's mom suddenly vanished, and now we're stuck with all this debt right after getting married.
Oh, having trouble in paradise?
This isn't funny, Emily!
Yeah, I heard about it from Ashley. Her mom's still as terrible as ever.
Will you be a little more serious? We're stuck with $100,000 debt.
What? The debt was that much?
You knew about this, didn't you? That's why you were dropping hints.
I only heard rumors. I had no idea of the actual amount.
She borrowed small amounts from different places, and when you add it all up, it's way over $100,000.
That's a shocking amount. But you two shouldn't be responsible for the debt, right? I mean, it's technically in Ashley's mom's name.
That's what I thought too, that no matter how much debt there was, it wouldn't affect us. But the most of the debt turns out to be in Ashley's name.
What did you say?
Her mom apparently used her card and signature without permission, so there's all this debt in Ashley's name. I checked and we're legally responsible for paying it back.
Wow, that's a really terrible situation.
Can't you help us? Please?
Help the people who betrayed me?
I never thought this would happen. I thought I was starting a happily newlywed life with Ashley.
More like starting a happy debt-paying life. Don't worry, I'm also living a debt-filled life on a remote island, working hard to pay off my house loan to Tom Nook.
You're talking about a video game. This is real life we're discussing here. Will you just quit it out? I'm trying to have a serious conversation with you.
I was just trying to lighten the mood with a joke. You don't have to get so angry.
This is no time for jokes. Ashley keeps saying I'm the only one she can rely on. This is turning me into nothing but a debt-paying ATM. This isn't what I got married for.
Oh? What did you get married for then?
I thought I was in love.
There, cheer up. Sure, $100,000 in debt is tough, but you got such a wonderful wife that you fell in love at first sight and dumped me for her. Don't even think about divorce. Just work together to pay it off.
But, there has to be another way.
Besides, you can't afford to be depressed about this. Matt, you'll also need to pay me compensation for breaking off the engagement and cover the wedding expenses. $100,000 is nothing compared to what's coming.
What? Compensation of wedding expenses?
Did you think there wouldn't be consequences? Yes, compensation for breaking off the engagement and all the wedding expenses. That'll be about another $100,000.
What? No way. Can't be serious.
Of course. I'll be demanding compensation from Ashley, too. Make sure you tell her that.
Wait, Emily! You're really going to demand money from us? We just got hit with this sudden $100,000 debt. How can you demand money from such a pitiful newlywed couple?
Well, from my perspective, you're not pitiful at all.
Huh?
Actually, you're an infuriating couple who stole from me. I don't feel bad at all about demanding money from you two. After all, I'm the victim of your selfish actions. It's only natural that you take responsibility. Nothing wrong with that, right?
But that means nearly $200,000 in total. I never heard of newlyweds starting with such a huge debt.
Don't worry, Matt. I've never heard of it either.
Huh?
That's exactly why I can't wait to see how this plays out.
This isn't funny at all. Please, I'm begging you, don't demand compensation. I'll apologize properly instead. I'll get down on my knees and bow as low as possible.
An apology won't pay for the wedding venue. I don't need any of that. Show me your sincerity with money. You'll be hearing from my lawyer soon. I expect prompt and smooth payment from both of you. Thanks to my lawyer, the compensation claim went smoothly, and they paid the full amount I requested in one lump sum. Ashley was apparently devastated about being disowned by my parents and became an empty shell, dumping all her mother's debt onto Matt. Matt, unable to escape, is desperately working to pay off the debt bit by bit. When they try to reach out to friends or family, they get responses like, "Why should we help someone who cheated right before their wedding and married their lover?" and keep getting abandoned by everyone.
Hey, Olivia, when are you going to RSVP to the wedding invitation? Your best friend is getting married. It's common sense to reply the day after you receive the invitation, you know? Hurry up and let me know if you're coming or not. What? Seriously, Jessica, you're getting married? What kind of reaction is that? Don't tell me you haven't even looked at the invitation. Go check your mailbox right now. Sorry, I can't check my mailbox at the moment. What do you mean? Are you at work or on a business trip? No, I'm actually in the hospital right now. In the hospital? What happened? Did they find something wrong with you? It's not an illness. I was in a car accident. Got hit by a car at the start of the new year. Oh no, are you okay? Will you be able to leave the hospital soon? Can you make it to my wedding? Well, I broke my right leg, so I won't be discharged for a while. I'm covered in bruises and pretty badly injured. The car that hit me was speeding and ran a red light. That's terrible. How long have you been in the hospital? Why didn't you tell me sooner? It's been about a week now. I'm sorry I didn't reach out earlier. Everything happened so fast, and I've been in and out of tests and treatments. A week? Olivia, I'm your best friend. You should have called me immediately. I know, I'm sorry. I didn't want to worry anyone, and I thought I'd be out sooner. Well, now I'm really worried. How bad is it? Do you need anything? The doctors say I'll recover, but it'll take time. Don't worry too much, okay? How can I not worry? My best friend is in the hospital. Do you need me to bring you anything? Books, snacks, your favorite pajamas? That's sweet of you, Jessica. Maybe some books would be nice. The hospital can get pretty boring. Consider it done. I'll drop by tomorrow with a care package. Now, about the wedding. But I can't stay down if my best friend is getting married. I'll do my best to get out of the hospital and heal my injuries before the wedding. I promise. I appreciate the sentiment, but is that really possible? The wedding is just over 2 months away. They say it'll take 6 months for the fracture to heal completely, but I think I might be able to leave the hospital by then. I'll probably need crutches or a wheelchair, but I'll definitely be there. 2 months isn't a lot of time to recover from such a serious accident. Are you sure you'll be up for it? I'm determined to make it work. I wouldn't miss your big day for anything. That's sweet of you. But Olivia, I'm not sure that's the best idea. What do you mean? I promise I won't be a burden. I can manage with crutches or a wheelchair. I see. It sounds like it'll be difficult for you to attend normally. I'm sorry, Olivia, but to be honest, I'd rather you didn't come. Actually, please don't come. I don't want an injured person at my wedding. Wait a minute. It's just a broken bone. There might be some scars, but I won't be covered in bandages. Can I really not attend? Absolutely not. Today's wedding is very extravagant, and I want it to be perfect. Having a woman in a wheelchair there would ruin everything. Everyone would focus on you instead of me, the bride. Besides, you know who I'm marrying, right? That person is really wealthy, isn't he? He's from a family of doctors and owns a hospital, right? When you got engaged, you were so excited about marrying into money. Exactly. This is my chance to secure a fantastic future. I can't have anything messing that up. But Jessica, I thought we were friends. Shouldn't friends support each other, especially on important days like this? Oh, Olivia, you're so naive. Let me explain something to you. What do you mean? He's paying for the entire wedding. He's fulfilling all of my wishes. My wedding dress is top of the line, and we've put a lot of effort into the flowers and decorations. My wedding is costing $1 million. $1 million? That's an incredibly lavish wedding. And many of his wealthy relatives and friends will be attending, so I need to really step up as the bride. I understand it's a big deal, but surely your friends are important too. Olivia, you're not getting it. This wedding isn't just about celebration. It's about impressions, connections, and my future. But as your best friend, shouldn't I be there to support you? Support? Olivia, you'd be a distraction. An eyesore, even. Jessica, that's a horrible thing to say. How can you talk to your best friend like that? Best friend? Oh, Olivia, it's time you understood something about our relationship. What are you talking about? Why do you think I've stayed friends with you into adulthood? You've always been pretty and had a certain charm. I thought if I hung out with you, people wouldn't think I was a nerd. But now you're all battered from the accident. You have no value anymore. I don't need a friend like that at my wedding. Hold on. Was our friendship really that calculated? Well, yes. Since we're being honest, I never once thought of you as a real friend. What did you say? Having a pretty girl like you next to me was supposed to benefit me. That's why I took the best friend position. Actually, there were plenty of perks just from being close to you. Teachers had a good impression of me, and I got to know and date that handsome senior. I can't believe this. I always thought you were my dear friend. You may be pretty, but you're such a naive idiot. To be clearer, you were just an accessory to me. But when an accessory breaks, it's useless. I don't need an ugly, scarred you anymore. How could you say that? So don't come to my luxurious wedding, and don't associate with me anymore. This is too cruel. To think all our friendship was fake. If you had stayed pretty, I would have kept you as a friend. Jessica, I don't even know what to say. We've been friends since high school. Remember all those late nights studying together? The time we went on that crazy road trip? How can you say none of that was real? Oh, Olivia, those were all calculated moves. The study sessions? I needed your notes. The road trip? It looked good on social media. Every moment was planned. I can't believe this. All these years. Was there ever a genuine moment between us? Genuine? Please. Everything was a transaction. Your looks, your popularity, your kindness, all tools for my benefit. But what about when my grandmother died? You were there for me. You comforted me. Was that fake too? Of course it was. I had to maintain the image of a caring friend. Plus, your emotional vulnerability made you even more dependent on me. It was perfect. Jessica, I feel sick. How can you be so cold? Cold? I'm being practical. This is how the real world works, Olivia. It's time you grew up and understood that. No, this isn't how the real world works. This is how manipulative people work. I can't believe I never saw this side of you before. That's because you're naive. Always seeing the best in people. It's what made you such a perfect target. Target? Is that all I ever was to you? Pretty much. And now, as a broken target, you're useless to me. Especially at my wedding. It hurts, but I still want to attend your wedding. You might not have thought of me as a friend, But you were an important friend to me. Even if we stop being friends after this, please let me celebrate your wedding one last time. You're such a stubborn idiot. Fine, if you insist, I'll let you attend. But only if you've completely healed from that accident. Completely healed? But Jessica, you know that's impossible in just 2 months. Exactly. So unless you miraculously recover, which we both know won't happen, you're not coming. End of discussion. I can't believe you're doing this after everything we've been through. Oh, stop being so dramatic. It's just a wedding. My wedding. And I want it to be perfect. A wedding is supposed to be about love and sharing joy with the people who care about you. No, Olivia. A wedding, especially one like mine, is about status, connections, and securing a future. Love is secondary. That's such a cold way to look at it. What does your fiancé think about all this? He doesn't need to know about these little details. As long as I play the perfect bride, he'll be happy. So you're manipulating him too? Jessica, this isn't right. Right, wrong, who cares? What matters is getting what I want. And what I want is a perfect wedding without a crippled ex-friend ruining the aesthetics. Ex-friend? So that's it? Years of friendship. Gone. Just like that. Olivia, for the last time, there was never any real friendship. It was all a game. And now the game is over. Accept it and move on. I need some time to process all this. I can't believe this is happening. Take all the time you need. Just do it far away from me and my wedding. All right. I'll do my best to heal as much as possible in the next 2 months. Whatever. Just don't show up unless you're 100% healed. And I mean 100%. No crutches, no wheelchair, no visible scars. Got it? I understand. I'll do my best. Good. Now, I have a wedding to plan. Don't contact me again unless it's to RSVP. No. Jessica, wait. What now? Despite everything you've said, I still care about you. I hope your wedding is everything you want it to be. Ugh, you're so annoying with your sappy sentiments. This is exactly why I can't have you at my wedding. Goodbye, Olivia. Jessica? It's Olivia. I'm here at the venue. What? I told you not to come unless you were fully healed. I know, but I've made a lot of progress. I thought maybe... No, absolutely not. Leave immediately. But Jessica, I've come all this way. I don't care. If you crawled here on your hands and knees, you're not welcomed. Why did you kick me out? I came all this way to congratulate you. Because you showed up, of course. I told you clearly, come only if you're completely healed. I worked hard to get discharged, but of course I still can't walk on my own after just 2 months. I still wanted to congratulate you, so I came. All my other injuries have healed, and I've covered the scars with makeup. Is that still not okay? Absolutely not. Today's wedding is very extravagant, and I want it to be perfect. Having a woman in a wheelchair there would ruin everything. You'd stand out more than me, the main character. That's not true. The guests know that the bride and groom are the main characters. No one will pay attention to my injury or wheelchair. Shut up. You have no value as an injured person. Stop arguing and just leave. Jessica, please, think about what you're saying. We've known each other for years. How can you be so cruel? Years of what? Years of me tolerating your presence for my own benefit? Those years mean nothing now. But surely some of it was real. All those memories we shared. Olivia, you were supposed to be my foil today. No matter how pretty you are, you couldn't have outshone me, the bride. I'm wearing a top-class wedding dress, and today I am the most beautiful woman in the world. If you, the pretty friend, had stood next to me, it would have been perfect. It would have highlighted my beauty even more. But having an injured person in a wheelchair next to me is meaningless. You really never thought of me as a friend, did you? Foil, highlighting yourself. You truly thought of me as a convenient accessory from the bottom of your heart. I told you clearly the other day, didn't I? I only hung out with you because I thought you had value as a pretty girl. But now you have no value, and you're neither my best friend nor my friend. A person in a wheelchair is just a nuisance at a luxurious wedding. How will you make it up to me if you ruin the ceremony? Jessica, listen to yourself. Do you really think this is how a bride should act on her wedding day? Pushing away someone who cares about you? Care? Please. You're here out of some misguided sense of obligation, or worse, to ruin my big day out of spite. That's not true at all. I genuinely wanted to share in your happiness, but I see now that was a mistake. The only mistake here is you showing up uninvited. Now leave before I call security. You don't need to do that. I'll go. But Jessica, what now? Don't worry. The ceremony is already canceled. Well, I guess I'll be going then. I wanted to stay until the end, but I'll leave the rest to your groom, Ethan. Wait a minute. What do you mean the ceremony is canceled? And what about leaving it to Ethan? Surely he won't cancel a $1 million wedding. Yes, he will. Ethan was horrified when he saw you trying to kick me out. He rushed off to talk to the venue staff. What? Who would have thought I'd meet my attending physician at the wedding venue? And that he'd be the groom? Attending physician? And Ethan knows why I was rushing my habilitation, to settle things with my awful best friend. He probably never imagined it was his bride. Wait, what's going on? It turns out that Ethan is the attending physician at the hospital where I'm staying, which is owned by his family. Is that so? He was very kind to me during my hospital stay. When I told him I wanted to make amends with a friendship that had fallen apart, he encouraged me as a doctor to do my best in rehabilitation. He was such a kind doctor, even getting angry on my behalf about my terrible friend. But to think he was your groom... This can't be happening. Neither Ethan nor I could believe it. We were both stunned when we met at the venue. And Jessica, you never even came to visit me in the hospital. If you had thought of me as a friend and visited, we might have known about this beforehand. He ran off to see the venue staff, right? Is he really going to cancel our wedding? Probably. He said it wasn't the time for a wedding. Then he ran off to the staff with a terrifying look on his face. No way. If the wedding is canceled like this, could the marriage itself be called off? How should I know? But thinking about it normally, it probably will be. I don't think anyone would want to marry someone who hurts their so-called best friend with such calculated friendship and then turns them away just for being in a wheelchair. What am I going to do? My chance at marrying into wealth. I've worked so hard for this, and now it's all ruined because of you. Huh? It's my fault. Who else could it be? I've been perfect up until today. I've been playing the role of his ideal woman, pretending to be someone I'm not, and now it's all ruined because of you. If the marriage really is called off, I'll never forgive you. Jessica, you can't be serious. You're the one who's been lying and manipulating people. How is any of this my fault? If you had just stayed away like I told you to, none of this would have happened. So I should have just accepted your cruel treatment and disappeared? Is that what you're saying? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. You knew how important this was to me. Important for all the wrong reasons. Jessica, a marriage should be about love, not money or status. Oh, grow up, Olivia. This is the real world. Love doesn't pay bills or buy designer clothes. Is that really all you care about? What about companionship, mutual respect, building a life together? Those are just fairy tales. I had a chance at real security, real power. And now it's slipping away because of you and your stupid wheelchair. I can't believe you're still blaming me for this. Have you considered that maybe, just maybe, your own actions are the problem here? My actions? I've done nothing wrong. I've been the perfect bride-to-be. Perfect. You've been living a lie, Jessica, and now that lie is falling apart. Shut up! You don't understand anything! I need this marriage! I need it! Why? What's so terrible about your life that you need to marry for money? You wouldn't understand. You've always had it easy, Olivia. Pretty, popular, everyone's favorite. Some of us have to work for what we want. Work? Is that what you call manipulation and deceit? Call it whatever you want. It was working until you showed up and ruined everything.
That's enough, Jessica. Olivia has done nothing wrong. It's your fault for not being able to keep up your act until the end.
Huh?
And now you're even trying to blame Olivia. I'm utterly disappointed in you. To think I was about to marry such a terrible person.
Here? Ethan, is that you?
After I told the venue staff to cancel, I came right back to Olivia. I wanted to hear more details from her. I came to learn about your true nature. But she was about to leave. I rushed after her and found this. Turning away someone who came to congratulate you and even trying to blame her for the wedding being canceled, that's unforgivable.
Ethan, please, you don't understand. I can explain everything.
Explain what exactly? How you've been pretending to be someone you're not? How you treat your so-called friends?
No, it's not like that. Olivia and we just had a little misunderstanding. That's all. Jessica, stop. There's no misunderstanding here. You've made your feelings very clear.
As a doctor, I can't overlook your behavior. Turning away someone because of their injuries or wheelchair, that's inhumane.
That's not it, Ethan. I was just worried about Olivia's injuries. I thought it would be hard for her with the wheelchair, and she's not fully recovered yet. I was just suggesting she go home and rest.
Worried? From what I've heard of your conversation with Olivia, it doesn't sound like that at all. You clearly said she was ruining your lavish wedding and told her to leave.
That's...
I believe a wedding is a place to show gratitude to everyone. Of course, the bride and groom are the main characters, but we're able to get married thanks to the support of those around us, our parents, friends, and acquaintances. That's why I think it's a place for us to express our thanks to everyone.
Of course. That's why you spent so much money on the wedding, right? Not just on my dress, but on the food and decorations too. You wanted everyone who came to enjoy themselves.
That's right. I wanted it to be a celebration of love and friendship. But it seems you had a very different idea about what this wedding meant.
No, Ethan. You've got it all wrong. I wanted the same thing. I I just got a little carried away with the details.
A little carried away? Jessica, you turned away someone you called your best friend because she's in a wheelchair. That's not getting carried away, that's showing your true colors.
But she only thought we were best friends. I never really considered her a friend, so it's fine, right?
No, it's not fine. It's worse. You approached people with ulterior motives, used them, and then discarded them. I have no intention of marrying someone with such a lack of ethics.
Huh?
So, today's wedding is canceled, and our engagement is off. We can discuss the details later.
No, wait. Please, Ethan. I want to get married. I don't want to postpone the wedding. I've worked so hard for today.
Worked hard at what exactly? Deceiving me? Pretending to be someone you're not?
No, that's not it. I really do care about you, Ethan. Please, give me another chance.
Fine, let's have the wedding ceremony then, but you'll have to pay for all of it yourself.
What?
I've been covering all the costs, so I think I have the right to cancel. If you still want to force a wedding ceremony, then you should pay for it yourself. Don't you think that's fair?
How can you say that? There's no way I can pay for it. It's $1 million.
Exactly. $1 million that I was willing to spend to celebrate our love and share our joy with friends and family. But now I see that's not what this wedding meant to you at all.
That's not true. I do love you, Ethan. Please, don't do this.
If you truly loved me, you wouldn't have been living a lie this whole time. You wouldn't have treated Olivia or anyone else the way you did.
I can change. I promise I'll be better.
People don't change overnight, Jessica. And I'm not willing to build a marriage on a foundation of lies and manipulation.
But what about all our plans? Our future?
Those plans were based on a person who doesn't exist. The real you is someone I don't want to build a future with.
Ethan, please.
I'm sorry, Jessica, but my decision is final. The wedding is canceled. Now I'm going to see Olivia off. You wait in the dressing room.
This can't be happening. This can't be real. What am I going to do? After that, the wedding really was canceled, and he really called off our engagement. I've lost my chance to marry into wealth at the last minute. That's unfortunate. What's with that detached response? This is all your fault. The wedding is canceled, my parents are furious, no one is on my side. What are you going to do about this? I don't know what to tell you. Besides, I'm in the middle of rehab at the hospital. I'm busy, so let's talk later. Don't mess with me. This is no time for rehab. Come out of the hospital right now. Huh? I won't be satisfied until I complain to you directly. That's why I came when I heard you were in the hospital. Can you see me? I'm at the entrance now. I can see you clearly from the rehab room. Come out quickly. You can move in a wheelchair, can't you? Wait a minute. That car next to you, is that the one you drove here? Yes, but what about it? That's not important right now. No, it might be very important. Isn't the front of that car dented? Huh? And that car looks very familiar. Can you wait there for a moment? I'm going to ask the police to check it out. The police? What are you going to have them check? Actually, the car and driver that hit me haven't been found yet. I was a victim of a hit and run. Is that so? It was on a narrow road without security cameras, so the investigation has been difficult. Apparently, a lot of people use that road as a shortcut when the main roads are congested, and many of them speed through it. You can't possibly suspect me of being the culprit. Stop it. I absolutely did not hit and run you. Then what about that dent in your car? Where did you get that damage? Isn't it strange that you can't immediately explain it as the owner? Or is there some reason you can't tell me? Stop suspecting me. I'm going home now. I've realized there's no point in blaming you anymore. It's too late to run away. There's a police station right behind this hospital. I've already contacted them, and they said they'll arrive soon. You're lying. Besides, there's no point in running now. We've been best friends for years, after all. I know where you live, your parents' house, and where you work. Even if you run now, the police will go to those places later. That's terrible. If the police suddenly show up, my parents and coworkers will be shocked. You're right. That would be troublesome. So, for your own sake, it's better to let them check now. If you have nothing to do with the accident, you can cooperate with the investigation, right? No, stop it. I never thought that was you. Please don't ruin my life any further. It seems you do know something about it. The police have arrived. I can see them clearly from the rehab room window. They're here already? Well then, please cooperate honestly with the investigation. In the meantime, I'll get back to my rehab exercises. Olivia, wait, you can't do this to me! Do what exactly? Ask you to take responsibility for your actions? But we're friends! Best friends! Are we? I thought you made it clear that we were never really friends. I didn't mean that. I was just upset about the wedding. You know how stress can make people say things they don't mean. No, Jessica. You meant every word, and now it's time to face the consequences of your actions. Please, Olivia, I'm begging you, don't do this. I'll do anything. Anything except take responsibility, it seems. The police are here now. It's out of my hands. No, this can't be happening.
Olivia, how are you holding up after everything that's happened?
It's been a roller coaster of emotions, to be honest. I'm still processing it all.
I can only imagine. Finding out your best friend was behind your accident, and then all that happened at the wedding, it's a lot to take in.
Yeah, it's been overwhelming. But I'm grateful for your support through all of this.
Of course. As your doctor and, well, as someone who cares about your well-being, I want to make sure you're taken care of.
Thank you, Ethan. That means a lot to me. How are you doing? This can't be easy for you either.
It's been difficult realizing the person I thought I was going to marry was so different from who I thought she was. But in a way, I'm grateful we found out before the wedding.
I understand. It's better to know now than years down the line.
Exactly. And Olivia, I want you to know that I'll support you through this legal process. Jessica needs to face the consequences of her actions.
I appreciate that. I never thought I'd be in this position. Pressing charges against someone I once considered my best friend.
It's not an easy decision, but it's the right one. What she did was not only morally reprehensible, but also illegal.
You're right. It's just hard to reconcile the Jessica I thought I knew with the person who could do something like this.
I know, it's a painful realization, but you're strong, Olivia. You'll get through this.
Thank you, Ethan. Your support means more than you know.
You're welcome. And Olivia, once all this is over and you've recovered, maybe we could get coffee sometime?
I'd like that, Ethan. Thank you. A few days later, I received a call from the police. They confirmed that Jessica was indeed the one who hit me in the hit-and-run accident. Apparently, she didn't dispose of the car immediately because she didn't have the money to pay someone to do it. She was planning to secretly borrow money from Ethan's account after they got married to get rid of the evidence. She's now at the police station. Ethan said he'd introduce me to an excellent lawyer who works with the hospital. He insisted I should seek proper compensation, so I'm grateful for his help. I received a letter from Jessica saying, "I'm sorry, we're best friends, aren't we? Please don't press charges. Don't make a big deal out of this." But I no longer consider her a friend, so I'm going to pursue this case to the fullest extent of the law. It's been a while since everything happened. The legal proceedings are over now. Jessica was found guilty of hit and run and attempted fraud. She's serving time in prison and has been ordered to pay a substantial amount in damages. As for me, I'm making good progress with my rehabilitation. Ethan has been incredibly supportive throughout this whole ordeal. He's not only been my doctor, but also a good friend. We've gotten to know each other better, and, well, we've started dating. It's ironic how things turned out. Jessica's selfish actions not only ruined her own life, but also brought Ethan and me together. We're taking things slow, but I'm happier than I've been in a long time. I've learned a lot from this experience. True friendship isn't about using people or keeping them around for your benefit. It's about genuine care, support, and being there for each other through good times and bad. I'm grateful for the real friends who stood by me during my recovery. They've shown me what true friendship looks like, and I'll never take that for granted again. As for Jessica, I hope she learns from this experience and becomes a better person, but I won't be waiting around to find out. I'm moving forward with my life, surrounded by people who genuinely care about me. If there's one thing I want people to take away from my story, it's this. Value the real relationships in your life. Don't chase after false friends or try to use people for your own gain. In the end, genuine connections are what truly matter.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.